We're here to give you 6 reviews in 6 minutes of recent bottles that we purchased. Hi friends, I'm Laura, this is Troy, we're Baker Drinks, and we've got 6 bottles we're going to review for you in 6 minutes.
We've got the Redwood Empire Vanen. This is coming in at $89.99. It is a straight rye whiskey that's got a very odd mash bill. 67% rye, 31% malted barley, 2% wheat. Let's see what we think about this one.
Cheers! Cheers!
So on the nose, it smells pretty good.
Almost a little fruity. Get like sweet tart and some weird funkiness.
Yeah, maybe like a little drizzle of caramel in there.
I'm just gonna taste it. That is interesting. It gets this dark chocolate kind of coffee up front. Then it went into this like bright fruitiness. It's a roller coaster.
I agree, it's a roller coaster. I had a much different ride than Laura did though. For me, it was more fruity up front, but like candied fruit, not like bright, fresh fruit. And then it transitioned into that dark chocolate coffee on the finish for me.
It's a little strange. Okay, so important things. Do we like it? I think it's interesting. It's like a thinker bottle.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. It's not something I'm going to grab often.
So would we purchase this bottle again? Not the specific one.
It didn't scare us away from the brand or the series, but one and done. Next up, we've got the Presidential Dram. This is an 8-year-old bourbon. It's MGP that is blended by Proof and Wood.
For one thing, I love the little presidential type stuff they have on the bottle. It says aged at least 2 terms, so it's 8 years old. Mash bill, 99% corn, 1% rye.
It's coming in at 115.64. It is a single barrel. It is a Benny's pick.
It starts out, I get like a bubblegum fruitiness on the nose.
Yeah, I definitely get that bubblegum note on the nose.
It's sweet, which I'd expect being 99% corn.
Like literally the little orange and yellow white candy corns.
Yeah, so sugar. It tastes like sugar and alcohol.
Super sweet, corny.
That would be Troy.
I believe it was around $60. At that price, I think it's well worth the money.
I don't know that I'm chasing it per se, but $60, if we hadn't had it before, I wouldn't be upset picking it up.
Presidential Dram from Proof and Wood. If you see it out there, single barrel picks, and you trust the facility that picked it, I think it's a buy.
We've got the Westland Garryana 9th edition. This is an American single malt from Seattle. It's their experimentation with different kinds of oak. It was a $120 bottle.
That is a sherry bomb on the nose. It's so fruity, just dark, rich, dank mustiness in there. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's got that like bright fruitiness right up front. You really taste the sherry, you taste the oak, and then it kind of transitions into like this spicy earthiness.
That's what I'm getting to.
And it just kind of lingers on for a long time.
Yeah, it's only 100 proof. There is a lot of flavor in this sip.
On the finish, it kind of transitions into that dark chocolate and coffee that a lot of American single malts tend to do. It's just a really, really complex, well put together whiskey. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the contrasting flavors. It makes it interesting.
Hefty price tag, $119. Would you buy this again?
Not upset about the price, but I definitely want to try more bottles from Westland. I want to see what else they're doing because I like this a lot. This is the Horse Soldier 10-year barrel reserve. It is 133.6 proof.
Yeah, so a single barrel selected by Joint Base Lewis McCord in Washington State, hand signed by Vince McKellar. He was one of the actual horse soldiers. It's sourced, I don't know from where. Kentucky is what it says.
What was the price?
$120.
So this is syrupy on the nose.
That is quintessential bourbon that's been like reduced down to bourbon syrup.
Yeah, it's a bourbon syrup. There we go.
It smells amazing. That coats everything inside your mouth.
You feel it going down too.
It's viscous, it's dense. You taste all 10 years of that oak.
Yeah, it starts out like that really syrupy fruit flavor that I was getting on the nose, and then it gets this like dusty, kind of leaning towards some nuttiness, like a peanut shell. But I love that flavor. $120. That's an expensive bottle. Would I purchase this specific bottle again? Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yes, I would.
We got a Blanton straight from the barrel, and I don't know if you can make that out or not. This was dumped in 2022. It's an old bottle, been sitting on the shelves for a while. Let's see what it's all about.
Pull that horse.
So Blanton's straight from the barrel, coming in at 129 proof, coming out of warehouse H, $169.
It smells like a Buffalo Trace product.
Trace.
It sure does. Super bright, fruity berries and
You get like red apple.
apples. Berries and apples.
The types of things that a horse would like to eat. It's a whiskey little fella. And if you're into that sort of thing, it's a letter A.
Well, that's got a mouth experience.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
It's thick. It's got some girth to it.
But in addition to that girth, it like glides across your tongue. It's very silky.
It is enjoyable. Speechless. I don't even know what to say. I like it.
It's hitting all the right spots. It's got the proof, it's got the experience in your mouth, it's got the flavor. Just quintessential Buffalo Trace bourbon at an elevated proof. It's fantastic.
Price point, maybe a little hard for me to swallow. And it just is what it is. That's the price of this whiskey. It's just expensive. We've got the Stagg 24C. This one's 128.9 proof.
$55 plus tax.
On the nose, this is like concentrated berries.
Maybe like a blackberry cobbler. I could get a little pastry on that. Let's see how it is on the palate.
I tasted it already, so I'm waiting for it to
Of
sit
course you
before I
did.
give my opinion. So this one, full flavor. It tastes like it's got some age to it as well. So it's got that brightness, and then it's got a lot of oak that creeps in.
I full on get like a cobbler, whether it's berry, cherry, whatever. It's a fruit cobbler, but it's got this underlying spiciness that I feel is all oak influence. I don't feel it's proof.
I enjoy this a lot. I'm very happy that we got it.
Yeah, at $55 and some change plus tax, I feel like this is the deal of the century. $55 and some change plus tax out the door. Are you going to buy this again?
I don't care what batch it is. If we have the batch, we don't have the batch, I'm buying it.
There you go.
Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed our 6 and 6. I know there was a lot of tater type bottles in this one, but it's just what we bought recently. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of these bottles, and cheers. Have a great night.